don't have cookies.
They're really good ones, too.
Well, if you didn't bring enough for everyone, you shouldn't be having it.
Ew.
Yeah. All right. Last time, Falsk was visited by 3 ghosts. Now, he was visited by Gate Warden Callan Strongbranch, Great Reader Silvira Savicus, Harper Riley of Ulov, Debris, whatever he was supposed to be, Tiefling, Chief Gate
Debris.
Warden Satina Luminous. They all visited him for various reasons. Debris and Pelk later died under mysterious circumstances, and Strongbranch isn't letting Luminous be involved in the investigation, so she has asked Felsk to find out what's going on. And then Celeborn Verdigris also visited Felsk. Vesper first got a promotion from quality to superior, but then, because Pelk dies, she got promoted to the assistant to Noloma Eisensnow, who is currently researching diseases, both natural and magic. Hearing that Faust might get an interview to become an Avowed, she went and told somebody about it. I'm not going to say any more. Rigsby continued to learn Sharpshooter, and went to visit Torley Nurenthis to find out who he could talk to about curing a disease, and was also directed to Noloma Eisensnow. So his and Vesper's paths are kind of merging. Watcher worked on a fighting style and entered the last mystery into her journal, and Morin finished up learning Thieves' Cant and started on Warcaster. That's all the bullet points. We got a few more things to wrap up on downtime, and then after that we're going to be moving on to the next adventure. Okay, so where we were at was that Faust, do you need me to recap the conversation with Satina Luminous, or do you know what you're doing already?
No, I was threatened one person. I was asked to look at bodies by another person. It's all in the same day.
Okay, so you're ready to go. Is that what you're saying?
I think so, yes.
Okay, go ahead. It's day 9 is when she told you about it, so we'll say it's somewhere around day 9 right now.
Okay, I would go and collect Vesper under the pretense, hey, I need someone who's equally as smart as I am, looking into things. A keen eye, it's important.
Okay, for what?
Just follow me. Hold on. And we'll go and grab Rigsby, who I will say, hey, I need another keen eye on this. Some things have occurred. I'm looking into things. You want to come and see a dead body?
Why do you keep pulling me into your nefarious schemes?
They're not
Also,
nefarious.
No, I don't want to see it.
Oh. Do you want to see an apartment inside of the walls? I have permission to enter.
I mean, I have an apartment in there.
Oh. Well, congratulations. I thought you lived over there.
Oh yeah, just in here.
All right. Well, we need some muscle. Oh, Watcher, there you are. Hey, you want to go and see a little bit of an investigation? Could be some nefarious things going on.
Okay.
It's not me. I'm not the nefarious one, Brigsby. See that look? Calm down. I think that's the whole team.
Well, hold on. Who else? Like, who else coming?
Well, let's see. There's me. I have to be there. You for your keen eye. Rigsby for their keen eye. Watcher for the muscle. Does anyone else know anyone else who would like to see a dead body?
Vanique walks by in the background.
Oh, Vanique! Hey, long time no see. How's
Oh.
everything going?
Slowly. My research is quite slow.
That's great. Slow and
It's
steady
not
does
great,
win the
but-
race.
Yeah, hopefully before people die, but sure.
True. Oh, of course. Oh my goodness. Morn. We have to find Morn. I think Morn would like to go, probably. Don't tell anyone, though. Please don't say anything. I'm not using them for their abilities to make dead people talk to us. I quite literally just want to bring them along so they're not being left out. Agreed?
Okay, but
Agreed.
Do you need me, or can I go?
Oh, no, I was just greeting a friend when I saw one.
Oh, okay.
I hope
All
you
right,
stay
cool.
well.
Yeah, you too, as well. Talk to you later. Bye.
All right, goodbye. All right, Morn.
Well, so
Oh,
we should
Vesper.
go get more. But also, I just want to make sure, like, no one new is coming.
Well, I mean, outside of Vanique, who was that was just a coincidence, honestly. What a nice
Mhm.
coincidence it was, too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But like, not silvery or anything.
Hmm.
Not Silvery. What do you mean?
I was just checking. I don't know why you wouldn't invite her.
Right, she's like your girlfriend now, isn't she?
What? Oh, I'm pretty sure she's probably working.
You know what? I'm too.
Oh, okay. If
Did
you're
you say
busy, I didn't
working or
ask.
twerking?
It can be both.
I mean, I think Morn likes dead bodies, so we should definitely.
like very far away, I see Morn walking by. Oh, hey, Morn! Hey,
Hello.
come here.
Are we having a gathering?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dead bodies, right?
Oh? Where?
I don't know.
Oh.
There were some murders, maybe just weird deaths. I've been entrusted with investigating this.
I mean,
You've
Vesper, that
been
would be
entrusted
shocking
by
to
who?
you.
Yeah. You've been entrusted by whom?
Let's just keep that part on a down low. In my line of work, clientele that request assistance that they don't want to be drawn into. I promise to tell you. How about that? Is that good enough?
Okay. But where are we going?
A morgue.
Oh. Well, my parents ran a funeral home, so just like home.
Yeah,
And
I
an
don't.
apartment.
I don't know if it's a thing, Vesper, but Felsk's passive deception is better than that.
Better than a 5, you don't say.
That's weird.
Passive deception.
I mean, I just like who entrusted you? Like, did Sylvia ask you to go, or like what's going on?
But you're aware of Debris and what
Who?
was the other one's name?
Falcon.
Debris.
Oh, Debris. Oh, of course.
Yes, Debris. Sorry, I've been trying to be a little bit more formal. I'm not doing well. They passed rather abruptly, and I believe most likely on the same
Did you do
day.
it?
No.
Are you sure?
Did Sarah do it?
Someone? Sarah? Who's Sarah?
Sorry, I forgot her name. What's her name again?
Doesn't
Right?
she have a sister named Borellis?
Okay, I think we're getting off topic here. I can just go and do this myself. Actually, maybe I don't need.
Well, no, clearly not, since you stopped all of us in the middle of very busy work days. So let's go, I guess.
Oh, excellent.
So that you have more time for Sheila later.
Sheila.
Really get out through this by asking all of our opinions.
I do appreciate everyone's insight into these things. We've been working very well together. So the faster.
So wait,
Oh.
we're going to see a dead body at a morgue, and I was the last one you asked?
I mean, I didn't want to assume.
He clearly hates you.
I bet he
Mhm.
wasn't even going to ask you, to be honest. He's being really weird lately. It's like he's like a changed person. I don't know if that's like what Melissa wants or what. I don't even know.
Yeah, he was probably going to ask Sheila instead of you. Or
I
Shirley?
mean-
Or
Who?
Melissa? Who is...
Every time my father is around my mother, he gets all different. He changes. Maybe that's what's happening here.
Yeah, right? I know.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay. That is all.
Hold on, I want to throw one fate token into it.
We were supposed to decide that first. but-
Yeah, you can't.
Okay.
Cheater.
Oh my God! Everyone's yelling. Calm down.
Watcher's writing this in her journal. Wants to use the fate token after the fact.
Oh my God! How did you know? This is so meta. Okay, that's fine. 27. Whatever. I'll live.
Watcher, put in your journal that Debris died and Fausk looked guilty.
Okay.
Pelk is also the other one that died. His name was Pelk.
There's two dead bodies?
Yes,
Pelk?
there's P-L-E-K.
And you're suspicious?
P-E-L-K. I'm suspicious? Watcher, please.
Are you under suspicion?
No, actually, I was requested to look into this personally because I was the one that was, I was kind of pulling strings in the background. Mostly because there was this Debris character was very...
Who?
Debris, sorry.
Oh.
He was doing some very illegal things. I'll look at Vesper. He was falsifying documents to get into Candlekeep. Those tickets, he had a whole machine set up for it. It was rather elaborate.
Watcher thinks Fausk is suspicious. Period.
Underline that.
Oh,
Just,
yeah.
Look, you all, some of you know the magics. Surely there's a spell in which I can't lie to you. Make me tell you the truth then.
Oh yeah, we should do that. I mean, I don't know if I should participate in this because I don't want to be seen as like benefiting from her death, because I have her job now. I didn't really know her. But like if you did it, it's gonna look really bad on me.
Wait, so possibly
What?
Faust killed this person for Vesper. Period. Okay.
Did you say for Vesper?
Yeah.
This book's really coming together.
It's going to be a good one.
Joe, what was the nice lady's name who asked me to investigate? I have everyone else's name in my note.
Satina Luminous.
Luminous.
Satina Luminous is the person in charge of the Emerald Door. And the Emerald Door is the door in between the Court of Air and the Inner Ward. So right here.
Okay, cool.
Okay, she's in charge of it. Callan Strongbranch, who is in charge of the main entrance, is her direct boss.
Right, and I suspect he's actually the jackass here. Anyways, does everyone want to participate? You don't have to. I don't want to get hung up on this. I can just start the work. Watcher, there's no conspiracy.
Well, I'm getting lots of good notes here, so I'm gonna go with you.
I cut my eyes towards Watcher.
I feel like we really need to keep an eye on you, so I'm going.
Dead bodies.
Speaking of keeping an eye on me, has anyone been following me? I've had a feeling that there's been eyes upon me when I was unbeknownst.
Make a perception check. Whoever wants to currently look around.
I mean, if you're asking if it was me, I'm always watching you.
Well, you are Watcher. Oh, wow. Good roll.
So...
Nope.
Oh boy, I'm gonna get yelled at later. The kids sound like they're being really bad.
Go handle the kids real quick. We'll take 5.
No.
Yeah, go.
There's nothing I can handle really quickly with this. Let's see.
Hit him with an elbow.
Put them outside.
They've just been really active at bedtime lately. All right. Vesper made a deception check. I don't know what that's about.
To say no. That like no, nobody did that.
Oh.
Did what?
Nobody's been following you.
Oh man. Okay. All right.
Well, I mean, I'm well aware that Rigsby and Morn both were, because I was invisible and saw them.
Well, nobody else was, and I guess I don't know about it.
So, Fels, you're 7. You get no information for anybody following you for the whole week. Rigsby looks around right now to see if anybody is looking at you guys, and he does spot one person that he tends to watch everybody a little bit. Little one, the ogre wearing the headband of intellect, is sitting outside the hearth. And he's got a book, but Rigsby looks at him and sees him avert his eyes down to the book. So he must have been looking at you guys until Rigsby spotted him. But I wouldn't say that you think that's particularly abnormal, just that you noticed it.
How far away are they?
Say 150 feet. So he probably can't hear you.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I'll just let everybody know that they were watching.
He is not an avowed. He's a guest. He's a seeker like the rest of you, but he apparently just doesn't leave. He's just always just hanging out at the hearth reading.
Yeah, I'll just point it out.
Take his headband of intellect.
Want to go to the morgue? Let's get going.
Thank you, Rigsby. All right, yes, to the morgue. I have a key, everyone. Follow me.
All right, you guys head over to the morgue, which is located in kind of a multi-purpose building right next to Erudite Outfitters and Clothiers right here. And as you approach, you see that one of the gate guards, a dwarf, who looks quite tough for someone who assumably is a caster. He looks really tough. And he is standing out directly in front of the door. I think you would all recognize him because he is one of the door wardens. He's one of the people that guard the Emerald Door. Vesper would know who it is. It is Oliver Goringbone.
What a name.
I run at him and give him a hug. Ollie!
I'm working.
Oh, sorry, Ray. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm supposed
Ooh,
to
Oliver
guard the
Goringboom. Yeah. Wow,
yes,
you look
very
so scary. Yeah.
Yep, always am. But I'm supposed to be guarding this. The boss doesn't want me to let anybody in.
Oh, I thought we were doing an investigation.
Who is? What are you talking about?
I fold my arms, turn to Falsk, and stamp my little feet.
In the meantime, I'll take my amulet out to show that I am a cleric of the Raven Queen. Just let it sit there.
Yes.
I mean, you can tell that he recognizes what it is, but he doesn't really react other than the recognition in his eyes.
Yes.
So can I help you people?
Yes. We were going in.
No.
Oh, interesting. Who is your supervisor?
Gate Warden Strong Branch specifically told me to guard this door and not to let anybody in without him here.
Ah, okay. Well, we need to get in. Luminous sent us here.
That's fine. Strong Branch is her boss.
I'm
if you
aware.
Got a problem with it? She can talk to him about it.
Fantastic. You don't happen to think that there's something off about these deaths, do you?
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm guarding the building. You think we normally guard the dead bodies in the morgue?
Yes, probably. The people that die here probably need to be guarded.
Okay, yeah, that might be true. But no, this is abnormal.
It's very abnormal. And at the request of Luminous, I am acting as the lead investigator, as suspicions have not led away from an inside job, my friend. I would want to immediately peg you as a potential suspect. It's not really my style. And also, you're taking your job very seriously. I kind of appreciate that. I just do need to get inside.
So this is going to be a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Watcher's standing behind him with her arms crossed.
Okay.
If that helps at all.
But it's disadvantage because he is specifically instructed to not let someone in this exact circumstance.
How do I roll with disadvantage again? What button is it? Alt? I think it's Alt.
I can't remember.
I
don't ever roll with disadvantage. I'm too good.
Mm-hmm.
A 12. Wait, what are those zeros for?
What you just did, but
what the?
He just broke Foundry.
Yeah, he broke.
It does say charisma
2d20 kiloliters.
Keep lowest.
Wow, that's a lot of kiloliters.
Also,
12,
Jesus.
So he said, I'm sorry. If you got a problem with it, you can go talk to Strong Branch himself.
Right. Strong Branch might be the one that caused this. Look, I'm not trying to cause a kerfluffle.
What?
I'm just trying to get inside.
Well,
Why would you say something like that?
I mean, do you want me to go piece by piece and tell you each detail that I believe leads to the potential that the good Gate Warden is actually potentially a murderer?
No, I want you to go away. You don't even work here.
I technically do.
Watcher nudges Falsk. How much do you think he's getting paid?
Monetarily? Candlekeep can't be that loaded. Probably a little bit.
I mean, I'm pretty loaded.
Oh my god, my new keyboard is so loud. I can hear it in Tyler's mic. I sent Falsk a message with what I said in the chat.
And I nod my head and respond again.
So you already failed the check, so if you want to try to get in, you need to try a different strategy.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, let's leave Ollie alone and go talk to his boss.
I suspect that's a terrible idea, but if that's the only way to do it, Oliver, I will respect that you're doing your job.
but
Also,
do
we have
you
to investigate
really?
an apartment.
Does he really want to be doing his job? I mean, really? And Watcher is like jingling a bag of coins.
Who is supposed to react to that?
I want to
Oliver.
pay him. I want to pay Ollie.
Yeah. Are you jingling them at him or jingling them at your
Yes.
friends?
No.
Just generally in the air?
Towards Oliver.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know that there's a rule against bribes. He pulls out a scroll and opens it up, and on the back it says rule book, but the scroll is very, very short, and there's only 3 rules on it.
Huh?
I can't remember what the 3 rules are, so give me a second. You know, I've made sure I have this written down like a million times, and then
No
every time I
running
need
with
it-
scissors. No hurting the books.
Every time I
Right.
need it, I can't remember where it is.
And no evocation magic inside the walls.
That's close.
Like I could just, pay you to go guard that Outfitters instead of the morgue.
Oops,
No
wrong door.
necromancy.
No fighting, no stealing, no copying. Oh, there's 4. No damaging, marking, or otherwise modifying the works.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh.
So he's... Yeah, I mean, bribes aren't illegal.
They're practically encouraged.
Right. I mean, if it's not written
Sure.
down.
Okay, but
Mhm.
you've gotta appropriately bribe me for the risk I'm taking on. That if anybody finds out, I'll let you in. I'm fucked.
So, like 100 gold pieces?
Make a perception check.
Rigsby kind of coughs and
Oh,
kind of
nope.
coughs into his breath. I was thinking like 10.
Yeah, Watcher don't understand any of that.
Right. It's funny that you rolled twice and you got an 8 both times. You see his eyebrows raise. He says, "Ah, yeah, I guess that's off." He holds out his hand.
What?
Wait, you cut out.
Yeah, you broke up real bad.
Oh, he said, "Oh, I guess that's enough," and holds out his hand.
Perfect.
Okay.
She hands over 100 gold pieces.
Okay, he takes it, pockets it. Okay, get it. Hurry up. He opens the door.
I rush in.
Don't get fucking
Delightful.
caught. I'll kill you.
Mhm.
Just saying.
Hey, we're investigating people for that. Don't say that.
Mutters, "Not my money," and walks in.
Okay, this building isn't very complicated, and the signage is well placed. And I haven't decided what else is in this building yet, so you don't have other options. You head to the morgue. And entering the morgue, there are currently 2 dead bodies in here, and I have to remember what position they're in.
Scandalous
They're lying
position.
on their back.
Debris, the male tiefling. His body is in a wooden coffin, which is nailed shut and kept in a separate room that is cold storage. Pelk is laying on a table, covering with a sheet covering everything but her head. She is a female dragonborn. And I lost what type of dragonborn because I was looking at the memes. Copper dragonborn. She has a sheet up to her neck. And the way that they had died is
Bells killed them.
Crossbow bolt.
Pelk, I said
Poisoning.
he here. Pelk is a girl though. Her skull is crushed.
Oh.
So she's got the sheet up to her neck, and her like, it looks like somebody has removed the bloody brain.
Oh.
So the body's just there. So I guess the sheet would cover her entire body with the crushed skull.
Sat on by a giant. What an unfortunate way to go.
I think Falsk is too weak to have done something like that, Roger.
I hate all of you, and that is an excellent point, Morn. Thank you.
I mean, even with a club?
I'll further examine the 15.
Which one?
Pelk.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you examine Pelk. The 15, the first thing you notice is that okay, Tyler did not have me go through the story again, but I'll do it now and just pretend that he told you. Satina Luminous was informed that Pelk had tried to make herself some Tarsic tea, messed it up, and accidentally poisoned herself. So Tarsic tea is a tea that has to be cooked at a specific temperature, otherwise it's deadly. And after being poisoned, she fell out a window and her skull was crushed. But examining the body, there are no other markings on the body to indicate a fall. It doesn't seem likely that someone would land directly on their head and have a crushed skull, but no other body-related injuries.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd think at least, like, if your skull got crushed, then maybe your neck would also be broken, but there's nothing like that. But her brain is completely gone. Someone took it. Unless you are doing something other than just a simple check, you would have no way to know if she was really poisoned or not.
Yeah, I don't have anything that would. Let me see. No, I don't have that today.
Detect poison and disease.
Yeah.
Her body is set to be incinerated at midnight.
What level spell is detect?
First.
Hold on. I might be able to do this.
I would relay to Falsk. Somebody's lying, Falsk. She didn't fall out of a window. She doesn't have any bruising or other broken bones to indicate a fall. And it would be rather odd to have removed the brain following a head injury. You would want to keep that intact to continue to, well, examine her.
Interesting. Can no one determine if there is actual poison in the body or anything?
Well, you didn't give me much warning, so I didn't know we would need detective-y kind of.
She came by a little abruptly earlier. It was. This is the same day kind of thing.
Next time.
Indeed.
Okay, wait. Joe, listen. I have a blueberry muffin of rust. Can I eat a blueberry muffin of rust to trick the Lorehold primer into letting me cast Detect Poison and Disease?
What does the blueberry of rust do?
It's in the name, Joe. Rest.
Gives you a long rest?
Does it give you a long
It
rest?
doesn't
What's it
say
do?
whether it's a short or long rest, which I feel like is not my problem because raw, this says rest. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Kristen, you're ridiculous. My opinion is that if you're going to trade the resource, then that's fine.
Really?
That's a fair trade of a
Nice.
resource.
Yeah, like
Yes.
Also,
that-
did we long rest possibly before we came here? For some reason, I only have one spell
Yes.
slot left.
Yes, you would have long rested many times leading up to
Okay.
here. But that muffin was like 100 gold pieces, so yeah, I mean that's fine with me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that bargain was weighted heavily in the DM's favor.
Right, I'll take it.
While you do that, I'm gonna cast alarm on the door.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if I have to
Hmm.
roll. No, not really.
Nope.
Well,
Just because I wanted to, I never use this spell. So.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I like it.
hmm. Well,
Self within 30 feet, duration 10 minutes.
Okay. It doesn't tell you what type of poison. Okay, yes, there is poison in Pelk.
It does say you also identify the kind of poison.
Does it? Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second sentence.
Yeah, it's Tarsic.
Tarsic tea?
Yeah.
Made incorrectly.
It
Hmm.
would
Oh.
have to be poisonous.
I can sense the presence and locations. So I feel like when someone ingests poison, right, like that, depending on how quickly they died, there's probably some indication of that potentially on their hands, mouth. I mean, let's see.
Well,
The spell can penetrate most barriers, so even I would say skin. Is it in her tummy?
Yes.
Good thinking.
I traded a blueberry muffin for of rest for this. I feel like I was like, what all can I get out of this spell?
Well,
What
I
about
will say,
the other?
I will say that I'm pretty sure Falsk has poison on him. And that Jabri does not have poison pinging. Well, the nailed shut coffin that you haven't opened doesn't have any poison emanating from it.
right, because you can detect through 3 feet of wood, so
Yeah.
that would get in there.
Yep. No
Okay,
poison in that one.
so neither of the other two bodies have poison. What type of poison does Falsk have?
False doesn't have poison.
Really?
I have no
Liar.
poison on me.
He did try and get some.
You
but
said
I don't
two
think...
other bodies though, but there aren't two other bodies, so I'm not sure
Oh,
what you
sorry.
meant by that.
I have a small cask of wine.
You never got the
poison.
nightshade?
Technically poison.
It is, yeah.
Oh.
to an alcoholic.
Alcoholic
I
poison.
mean,
If you drink too much, you get poisoned. That's the game.
perspective.
So, Faust, should we just ask Pelk? What happened?
They're dead. Morn, what do you mean?
Yeah, how?
My
Does
eyes.
Rigsby have poison? I thought somebody had some kind of poison.
I think Faust used some sort of poison before, but I think he used it.
Nope.
I do have a stick of dynamite, but that
Me
doesn't
too.
have-
I have 3.
Okay, well.
Should we blow this
I'm just
place
wrong
up?
then. Why would you blow up the morgue?
I don't know.
Okay.
So-
Watcher
Smoke
thinks
was
something's
dead on
going
who?
on.
On
We need a lot of smoke powder barrels, some wine, some fire wine barrels. We'll just throw them all around and just make the whole place go boom.
Well, can you talk to this person? They don't have a face anymore.
it's so long as they
The
have a
mouth,
mouth.
The mouth is there. The mouth is there.
Yep.
Oh,
It's the
okay,
only-
okay.
It's, I guess the soul comes back and reanimates the corpse. So
Okay.
Morn's
Yeah,
eyes turned black.
Right. Yeah. The body creaks to life. And
Pelk, who prepared the tea that you drank?
hold on.
Don't you say Falsk. Don't you do it.
Can they lie?
No compulsion to tell the truth.
Nope.
Okay.
I was gonna say we could do zone of truth, but they can't.
Okay. She says, Tarly.
Scandal.
Is that a separate person from Toralai? Or
No, we've been pronouncing it differently the whole time. Toralai! Neuronthes!
Okay. Not the murder bitch. All right.
Wait. The person that we saved made the tea that killed her. Ask them if they know debris. Maybe use debris. That might be the correct pronunciation.
What is Jabri's last name?
Oh God, I don't know. I
don't know.
Oh shit.
Maybe ask if the poisoning seemed intentional or accidental.
Mhm.
The corpse know that.
Yeah, were you murdered on purpose?
Did you have a disagreement with Toralai?
No. That's 3.
Do you remember falling out of the tower window?
No.
Maybe who they were with when... No, they don't remember falling out the window, right?
Or just straight up like, who murdered you?
Who would have had motive to poison you?
Tinny Dusk.
What?
That's 5 questions.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name?
Tinny Dusk. TINNIDOSK. And the body falls back in place and back into final rest.
Onto debris?
Yeah.
Kels, do you have a chart with that person on it? The chart
I'm actually looking at it right now, trying to find it.
Okay. I don't know if you know about that person or not. What I sent you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Tenny Dusk is like my level. It's like a researcher that works under Zoman Bubblegift, who works under Toralai.
Who works under
Vizier. Ag.
So before we do this again and maybe we should just quickly think of the questions. Because we kind of wasted one.
Oh, you
there.
don't think that was fun? That was fun, though.
Yeah.
You could just do it again.
He blew one of the questions, though.
I heard.
Oh, okay.
Tyler told me.
Well, we need this open, don't we? Watcher's gonna walk over and try and rip open the casket.
Gently, Watcher, gently.
Yeah, make a strength check.
Gently open up
okay,
the casket.
You cannot gently rip open a nailed closed wooden casket.
I mean, Watcher's gonna turn her head and tell more. I'll gently do it.
Okay.
Well,
Wow.
You pull it off. You pull it off. None of the wood breaks. All the nails come out clean. You think you could set it back in place and just kind of press it back down where it was when you're done.
beautiful.
Well done.
Falsk is just standing behind you with a hammer and a pin. Oh, that was good. Damn.
Gonna set this over here.
So yes, debris is inside. Debris' dead body is inside the casket. The condition of Debris' body is as follows. He has been stabbed in the eye. And there is an incision in the middle of his chest that has not been sewn closed.
Okay.
So Tina was told and then told Falsk that Debris died because he had a heart attack.
So the eye puncturing, is that a part of heart attacks?
It's not one of the widely known symptoms, no.
But it is a symptom. Jesus Christ, that's horrifying.
It is a symptom. 1% of people who suffer heart attacks get stabbed in the eye.
I think it's the other way around. 1% of the stabbing victims have a heart attack directly after.
I assume Watcher's writing it in backwards, though.
Do you have any specific questions other than who stabbed you?
Yes.
Well, we should ask if they know Tinny Dusk.
Yes, Tinny's important.
Hey, let's do this too. Let's roll a fate check, Kristen, Vesper, to see, do you know Tinny Dusk?
Do I know Tinny Dusk?
Also, Joe, I looked through everything I have. I don't know Tinny Dusk.
All right, I have
I looked at what I sent you, and I know that she's not on there.
I have 5 fate tokens, but I'm rolling a D100. Is that correct?
Yep. You can add as many as you want. Up to 10. Up to 10 you can add. Yeah, I mean, Tyler, it's up to Vesper what she wants to share with Falsk about because she has the whole thing.
Oh,
nice.
An 88. Okay. All right. You know Tinny Dusk. You've talked to her a whole bunch of times. She is a female human. And you know that she works for Zoman, who works for Toralei. And you know that she is known for butting her nose into other people's research. And as a result, she's made a lot of minor enemies as a result of it. Because she tells people better ways how to do what they're already working on. She takes things without asking. She's a real pain in the ass, you know, an asshole among nerds.
Yeah, but Vesper, is she a murderer?
Maybe. She's really annoying. And like, aren't all people who are really annoying capable of greater crimes?
I mean,
No.
sounds like a murderer to me.
I think they are. Like, you're really annoying, and I know you're capable of murder.
Okay, that's true. I mean, I won't lie. I have had my hand of murders, but it's only on one hand. Nothing beyond one hand of murders.
Did you tell Sabrina about that? Because I feel like when you get serious with someone, you probably want to discuss all the skeletons in your closet.
No, I don't believe I told Sarah, Brina, whichever one, Melissa, you're talking about.
What is her real name? I don't even remember.
It's very close to
Just-
Silvery. It's like so.
Just keep going the way we're going.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Faust, was there anything else that you were wishing that you knew from Debris?
Oh yes, several things. Was who provided them the forging documents for the tickets to get into Candlekeep? Never found that out. I was trying to work that angle so they would tell me, and then they ended up dead. Very unfortunate. And whether or not their relationship with Strong Branch was good or bad.
Okay. One more.
Did we already determine that there's no poison on Debris?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
You think at this point you think he needed to be poisoned?
Maybe, you never know. Poisoned to be still, stabbed, and then heart attacked because of the stabbing. Let's see. I know that he destroyed some of the more illicit materials that were in his apartment, but I don't know if he was hiding anymore. He could have been. That might point us in a direction of where to go next.
Okay. So where did you keep your valuables? Where did you hide your valuables? Where did you
hide the materials that would have gotten you thrown out of Candlekeep?
Well, he met with you, and I'll remind you what he told you. I'm not going to say whether or not he was telling the truth. He said that after Silvira Savicus talked to him, he got rid of all of the illegal stuff and wanted your help to hide all of the non-illegal stuff. And I mean, it's my fault because I was going through the days kind of fast, but you did never go and help him with that.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm just going to ask, where did you hide the valuables?
Okay. And if you have a spare question and he's willing to answer it, if he was fearful of the turtle man, that would just be funny for me, but that's not important really.
Kind of sounds important.
Okay. Turtle man. Okay. My eyes go black again. Speak with dead again.
The spell fails.
He does not have a mouth?
He does.
Did someone counterspell?
You
I
can
look
make
around.
A perception check. Morin, you can make an Arcana check.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Can I make an Arcana
Felsk,
check?
Is it-
Felsk, you don't see
Someone might
anybody.
have already cast the
He's-
spell.
He's undead? Oh.
The spell.
I can
Rigsby, you
do
don't
that.
see anybody either.
I don't know if Rigsby would know what I said, so I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah, so
I feel like I would know that.
Yeah, even the 15 is good enough to know that it didn't fail in the way it would if it was a counterspell. It failed because one of the conditions of the spell itself can't be satisfied. So the corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. The spell fails if the corpse was the target of this spell within the last 10 days. Those are the requirements.
Someone already talked to
So
him.
I would be able to tell if it was undead.
How?
Eyes of the grave.
Yep.
Duh,
I was just looking for the feature.
Okay, so you always can tell, or what?
As an action.
4 times for long rest. Okay, use your Eyes of the Grave. He is not undead.
Okay. So then that rules out that one.
Is there any other undead within 60 feet?
60 feet? No.
Bastard.
We can always ask our friend that's guarding the door if anybody else has come in here. If we want to know, who cast that spell. Do we know where this guy's room is?
Vesper, who
Yes.
in Candlekeep would have the ability to speak with dead other than me?
Oh gosh, lots of people. I mean, no offense or anything, but that's a pretty simple spell. And we used to have an order of Arcane Forensicists, but we had to get rid of them because they all started being necromancers. And that's not really helpful. Yeah, so I don't think anybody does that anymore. That'd have been helpful though, wouldn't it?
Arcane Forensicist.
So, Falsk, I apologize, but apparently somebody has already done that on debris. And so I cannot, for another 10 days at most, could be less. How long ago did he die?
So what? It's been a day or two.
Yeah, I
think it was day 7 they died, and then day 9 she came to me.
Let me just find it. 6 Falsk.
Joe, I have another math question.
What question?
Math. As soon as you're done with that, math.
Okay, just a second. Day 7. Today's day 9. Yeah.
Okay, how many people in Candlekeep do you think are playing with like Tasha rules and therefore would have access to speak dead? Like maybe just like a percentage.
Minimum half.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to cast that spell around here.
Ooh.
Yeah, we had this book that was like a big hit when it came in. It was written by some witch named Tasha, and it talked about like really opening up your mind so you can have access to more spells. And so everybody does now.
Is there any wizard here whose job it is to investigate things like this?
Like the Arcane Forensicists?
Yes, those people.
No.
Maybe someone who's trained specifically in divine magic, being able to peer through the veils of things that aren't clear.
We used to have that. And then they all became necromancers. You walked
A
away when I
whole
said
lot
that.
of them.
I meant like currently, someone whose job it would have been to cast the spell.
Mm-hmm,
Right now.
yeah.
All right.
So, but Falsk,
yeah.
he was clearly murdered.
You have not investigated the body yet.
I mean, the stabbing in the eye was pretty clear. It was a murder. He didn't stab himself, probably.
And the incision in the chest that's not closed generally means that he's been stabbed. Although I guess I could look further into it.
Yes, make your parents proud, please.
24? Jesus Christ. Examining the two injuries, as far as you can tell, the stab to the eye was the killing blow. The cut to the chest appears to have been done post-mortem, and his heart is missing.
Can I tell what kind of blade stabbed him in the eye?
It would have to be either a dagger or a short sword.
Okay.
Vesper's whole thing about necromancers is starting to sound more and more plausible. We've now got a missing brain and a missing heart.
Oh no, do we think the Arcane Forensicists are back?
Do they typically return? Oh my
god.
God.
No. Gosh, it took us so long to get rid of that cult. It was ridiculous.
Another cult? What about the Shishim cult? Like that?
They even had a theme song. It's ridiculous.
Go on.
Apparently most cults do.
Mm-hmm. Forensicists.
Maybe it's a C. Maybe it's that. Forensicists. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, it is.
That looks formal, yeah.
You're confirming it for me. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you for real right now? Come on. You're a lawyer.
Yeah, but I thought they were called
you didn't know forensicist was a word?
Something.
Oh, I didn't know.
Don't pile on, Josh.
It is a word, though.
Yeah,
yes,
it is.
It absolutely is.
English is
I
dumb.
would know.
I mean, honestly,
I would know.
This goes right along with I think about Rome all the time and forensicists, just so everyone's clear.
Apparently, all guys.
Yeah, I thought they were called
Rome.
forensic.
Why? It's the worst.
What are you talking about? They've got roads that today could still be used.
Exactly.
The aqueducts,
Oh
you fucking unhumble trash.
No.
I prefer their badge,
something that I never think about ever.
I just thought they were called forensic specialists or something.
I can't believe that this is true.
You know that the whole reason why railroad track gauges are the way they are is because of the Romans.
Yeah, because of horse butt sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Hadrian's Wall.
Something about a horse's ass was all I heard.
Super interesting stuff.
No, let's talk about the Greek civilization.
I just think it's interesting
Rome is
that you ended up
trash.
having Russian czars that were named after Caesar. I mean, that's crazy.
To be fair, the Greeks were just the alpha versions of the Romans.
Amen to that. Say it again for the people in the back.
Don't say alpha Greek. God. Ugh.
I'm glad someone got that.
I was gonna make that joke, you son of a bitch.
Well, so anyways, the only things that me, Kristen, know of that might be able to tell you who cast a spell are homebrew things. I don't know that there is actually something that exists.
Oh, we could just go ask our buddy who came in here. I mean, I gave him money.
Oh,
to be fair, that is something any normal group would have done about 20 minutes ago. So
suggested it.
We're not normal. That's why we're amazing.
I I think we should go talk to him and then go check out Debris
apartment.
room.
Yes. Okay. Watcher, you paid him off if you'd like to talk to him.
Sure. What was his name?
Oliver.
Ah,
Boring bone.
Boring Bone?
Goring.
He gores people with bones.
Oh. Badass. Yeah. Do you guys want to do anything else in here?
I'm just gonna, as we leave, pat Debris' coffin. You weren't supposed to die. Just get scared. I'm sorry this happened to you.
Weren't you supposed to go and help him with something and you didn't though?
He wanted me to help him continue his illicit affairs here at Candlekeep. I wasn't going to.
Oh. Yeah, that's probably a good call. Yeah, Oliver. Is he still there?
Oh, Watcher, before we go, you should probably put that lid back on the casket.
Ooh, I was waiting.
Place it carefully, gently.
You already
back
rolled the
on there.
natural 20 that made this successful, so done. Okay, you guys exit what? Out the front door?
Is there another door?
Sure, there's a back door.
Ooh, I want to peek.
You didn't
out
look
the
around
back
at
door.
all. You just decided you needed to go through the front door, so you did.
You literally told us the only space was this space when we came inside.
I mean, there was always going to be a back door, though.
We just didn't check.
I'm pretty sure everything has a back door.
I actually
Including
thought
the Roman Empire.
I actually thought you would try to distract him and then go inside, because it was one guy versus 5, but bribing certainly worked.
Especially because Watcher doesn't understand amounts of money.
So what
I
do you
love
guys do?
that the trope with Warforged is they don't understand money. It's great.
Right.
In any world.
In any world. I'm gonna play some campaign of Moneybot. It's gonna be made of gold.
Yeah, you're gonna change your campaign 2 character just for that.
Right.
Just for the memes.
I'm Moneybot. My name is Moneybot.
Oh,
My
yes,
character's gonna
please,
kill
that
your character.
accent.
Money bags.
Got a monocle made of gold. You can't see through it because there's no glass.
Talks like Thurston Howell.
Mm-hmm. I love you.
That's just hedonist bot from Futurama.
Right, yeah.
Hello.
So,
Okay.
what do we want to do? Back or front?
Door, window, what are we doing? Chimney?
Back door.
Yeah, back door.
We're gonna go talk to that guy.
Peeking out
Yeah,
the
we
back
could
door.
walk around the front, though. We don't
Okay.
want anybody
Right.
to see us.
You unlock the door from the inside and open the back door and stick your head out, Falcon. There's no one there.
Okay, I give the all clear, and we start moving out.
Do you relock the door? You do have a key.
Yes, I lock the door.
Okay. Lock the door. Back outside.
Oh, no. Did I leave my daggers inside? Oh, no. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna go up to the front and talk to Oliver.
Oh! You guys must have come out another way. I mean, you can't come
We
in
were
here.
never inside.
Right. I mean, we're not supposed to go in there. You're here guarding it very vigilantly.
That's
I
right.
just-
Now move along.
Well, I just had a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Valsk, what was my question?
Who's come and gone?
Who has gone inside this place since those 2 corpses have been brought?
I haven't let anybody in at all.
Yeah, but
Not even your boss?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I assume he went in and out, but I didn't, I wasn't here when they brought in the bodies. This is my shift.
Oh.
They died 2 days ago. You know that, right? I haven't been standing in this spot for 2 days.
Really?
Is
You
that
know,
not a thing?
You seem very capable.
I'm
Yeah.
6 hours into a shift, sure, but I'm not standing here for 2 days. No.
Oh, dwarven constitution is really overrated.
Hey.
I was going to mention the same thing, Morn. I'm a little surprised. I would have figured he'd been here this whole time. Well,
What are you trying to do? Trick me into being here longer than I have been?
Oh no, I mean, I thought maybe you were that kind of guy. You could just stay up all night. You've been here for 2 days, and you would know who's been in and out of this place since
Look, yeah, I can stay up a long time, but who wants to work for 48 hours? Like, get out of here.
If I was getting paid a fuck ton of money, I would.
But I'm not, you see.
Well, you kind of are.
No, Botchar, no, he's not. He's getting his regular Candlekeep wages.
But standing outside this door gives him greater opportunity to earn other wages. The longer he stands out, the more he could make.
Right.
Yeah, I
The
guess that's
more
kinda true. But typically,
the more people you tell me went inside, the more you could make.
It's just quite abnormal to get bribed. Did you guys? You didn't do like any weird like sex stuff to the bodies, did you?
Well, no.
I don't really know what
found
that
this out, guys.
means.
What is that something that happens here?
Well, no. First of all, it's weird for anybody in Candlekeep to die. I mean, yeah, typically,
You live forever?
Yeah, I mean, chock full of wizards around here, right? But
Yeah.
I mean, usually if somebody dies and someone's nearby with Revivify, we can get them up pretty easily. But I don't know. If these guys weren't brought back, maybe they didn't have any money or something. I don't know.
Do you know who found the bodies?
No.
Hmm?
Make an insight check.
Oh.
I gave him so much money
to get in.
23.
I thought Watcher didn't know how much 100 gold was worth.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but Carly knows.
I don't remember what the question was now. I've already forgotten it. What did you ask?
Does he know who discovered the bodies?
Yeah, he says no really too quickly.
Are you sure? Come on, somebody of your rank here in the keep, you must know.
Right, somebody that can stay up so late at night all the time.
If I answer this question, will you guys leave me alone?
Yeah.
It's entirely possible.
If you answer it truthfully.
All right. I'm pretty sure Strong Branch was the one that found both of them.
Oh.
And then asked you not to let anyone investigate? Oh, you didn't think that was weird?
No, because as the head of the gate wardens, it's his job to investigate. So, like, it makes sense.
Does it make sense for him to have found them?
Well, I didn't say I was sure. I think it was him.
Alsk, shouldn't he have, I don't know, recused himself since he found the bodies?
I'm not
That's how it
justice.
works.
I don't know.
If a cop finds a dead body, they're not allowed to investigate.
I am not no justice, my friend. Look, Oliver, I'm going to lean closely to you in a non-threatening manner so that you can hear this without anyone else hearing it. And I'm going to lean in and say, one of them was stabbed in the eye. The other one is missing a brain. Be wary. Keep your back to a wall.
Yet.
Yeah, I will. Thanks.
Make sure you spend all of your earnings here at Candlekeep wisely. And have fun. Thank you again for keeping us out.
For such a really tough guy, he looks a little pale.
Okay, then. This is fun. Should we go and take a look at the other location?
The dead people's rooms?
I pull out a key. I only have the key to Debris' room, unfortunately. I don't know where Pelk lived.
Oh, she didn't give you the key to that? I guess I forgot.
Hey, you only gave me 2 keys.
One key fits both locks.
Oh, wait, I apologize. There's an S on apartments. I have key apartments and morgue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought I gave you all of it.
My bad.
Okay.
Where to first? Wait. Who is Strong Branch? Investigator?
That's the front door.
Oh.
He is the head gate warden. Is head the right word? Hold on. It might be chief gate warden.
Master gate warden.
No, because it works more like sheriff. He is the gate warden, and the guys under him are the deputy gate wardens.
Ooh.
And then Satina Luminous is the chief keeper of the Emerald Door, and the people under her are the deputy door wardens. And Oliver is a door warden.
So Satina is not
She is his boss.
Strong Branch's boss.
No, it's
Okay.
basically
Separate.
Yeah, the gate warden is the boss, and then underneath him is Satina, and then each of them have a group of 4 people under them. So she's kind of like a half step down.
Do you think the Luminous is trying to take his job?
No, Luminous was the one who came to me with concerns. I don't think it's a move. I think she clearly has the better job here. Personally, but maybe she doesn't agree. But her concerns were of Strong Branch and the murders themselves. I say very quietly.
Okay, I don't want to spend too much more time on this, so what we're going to do is you guys get through the gate, no problem. The 2 people guarding the Emerald Door, neither of them are Satina Luminous, but when you get there, they say that she said to let you through. You go through whichever apartment you want to go to first. You get there, no problem, and you're at the door. So just tell me which one you're at.
I've already been to Debris' house before. We're going to check out Pelk's place.
Okay, you're at Pelk's door.
And Satina's the one that gave you the keys.
She was, as I opened the door to let ourselves in.
Okay, yeah, you guys enter.
Okay.
The like a lot of people at Candlekeep, the rooms are not extravagant. It's kind of a medium-sized apartment, but also like most of the people at Candlekeep, the objects in the place are pretty eclectic because everybody has their strange interests and they're all super into magic. So all kinds of odds and ends here. Specifically dragon related stuff because she was a copper dragonborn. But you see a few things that you would pick out immediately without a roll. One is that there is a tea set sitting in an otherwise empty wash basin. And there is dried blood on the floor. You would see those two things immediately.
Is that blood? Probably not.
I do think that might be. Pelk wasn't supposed to have been murdered. They went out the window, quote unquote. Why is there blood inside? Watcher, you're taking lots of notes. Do you mind making a note for the read back to Satina later?
Sure. About dry blood?
Dried blood in the apartment where someone should have died outside, not inside.
Right. We know that Pelk did not go out the window. That she was poisoned. And that Toralei prepared the tea.
And
the tea.
Tinny Dosk may have wanted her dead.
The tea set's still here. We should probably take a look at that. Rigsby, you're quite good with nature-y things. Do you notice anything off about this?
I'm not really sure why you think I'm good with nature stuff, but I can take a look.
You're a bunny.
That's bunniest. You shouldn't say that, Watcher.
Sorry.
This fucking Santa Claus is Santa Claus
Watcher.
laughing in the background.
I'm so happy I rolled like shit. I'm so happy.
Watcher, that's derogatory.
I think you did bad on purpose.
I mean, that's a pretty bad roll. Does Rigsby like tea?
Watcher loves tea.
I would say he does like. Watcher doesn't drink shit, literally or figuratively.
Right.
I would say Rigsby does like tea.
Okay. So you bring the wash basin over and set it on a table. You like hop up onto a chair because remember, Dragonborn, so she was big. And you kind of start taking some the kettle, and there is a teacup and a broken teacup inside. And before you can really get a good look at everything, you cut yourself on a piece of the broken teacup and then start to get worried that you've just poisoned yourself.
Shit.
Oh, fuck, shit. Well, if I die, tell Misha I loved her. And he just kind of stands there.
Joshua.
I think I can cast that spell again. It was just free once with the Lorehold Primer, but I think I can cast it again using a spell slot. Hold on, let me check. It actually doesn't specify. It just says I can cast it once without a spell slot, so I don't think I have it prepared then.
No, you do. You do. I have the same rule as Josh. If you have a way, not if you have a way of casting a spell, well, you have it prepared though. It's not the book, right?
It's the book.
Yeah, this one's tricky. I mean, as much as I would love to be able to cast it, I don't think the intent is for you to be able to cast it.
I will say I had that item in another game, and the DM did let me cast it with spell slots.
Just in case.
Yeah,
and then
I really think you should be able to.
Great, I do.
Okay.
He has spoken.
The poison that you sense is inside the kettle. You do not sense
Oh,
any
you're
poison
fine.
on the cups.
You're good.
good.
It's in the kettle.
That
Oh,
was
that's
the
weird,
main-
isn't it? Why is it not in the cups?
It's up for 10 minutes. Can I tell the type of poison and is it anywhere else?
Tarsic tea, and there is a very small amount near the blood on the floor.
Well, there's some over there on the floor. Don't step in that. We don't want to be tracking
dry.
poison all over the place.
It's dry.
Well, you know.
Do we
Track
know
it.
what Tarsic tea poisoning does in terms of symptoms?
Oh yeah, of course. I pull out my A Botanist Guides to Parties and Poisons, and then what do I find out, Joe?
Ah, gosh, I hadn't thought this far into it. It kills you. I don't know.
So it's definitely fatal.
How do poisons kill you? I'll just Google this quick.
Well, what kind of poison do you envision it to be like?
Arsenic.
I was
They
thinking
target and destroy nerves. They can cause they turn your heart. Oh, it turns your heart off. There we go. That makes. Well, yeah, but that's not what happened. Well, that's what happens though. It turns your heart off. I've decided. It makes your heart
I was
stop.
going to say
I've
it could be
spoken.
the Abdullah Oblongata, and it doesn't allow you to breathe. Like your body just doesn't breathe automatically anymore.
Oh my gosh, guys, you know what I just realized rereading this book? It mimics a heart attack.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's like it makes your heart stop working. Oh my god.
And do we
I'm
think?
pretty sure that everyone in this group makes my heart stop.
Oh.
Oh. False
But that one
placement,
didn't
alright.
have poison in their belly.
I mean, but
But-
the
So weird.
face was crushed.
Right. And do we think the brain was taken here? How big of a blood
Oh.
spot is it?
It's pretty good. It's pretty big.
Do we see any brain matter? Would I
Um,
know
make
what
an
brain
investigation
matter
check
looks
for brain.
like?
Oh, see now here's where
Okay,
a device
wait,
that you
maybe-
could look close up. would
Maybe
come in
it's not in
handy.
the cups because the person figured out that there was poison because they just did what I just did. And then the fight broke out because they were like, why are you trying to poison me, bro? And they got stabbed in the eye.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
wait, no, that was the other one.
You investigate for pieces of brain, and you don't find any. Watcher.
I don't think I know what
That does
brain
not.
looks like.
That does not count as investigating the blood splat.
Can I do
Blood splat.
Okay. Can you do?
Yeah, I'll do investigation for biased evidence, like confirmation biased evidence of the theory that I just threw out there that mixes both stories.
Yeah. You. So yeah, the one that had a heart attack wasn't poisoned.
Right.
So hold on, let me think. You find an umbrella that possibly could be used to stab someone through the eye,
And this was the weapon.
but there's no blood on it.
They wiped it
you-
clean.
Yes, they did.
Damn.
You examine the blood splat, and there is several marks on the floor as if somebody had been bashing the floor with a big hammer.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Right where the blood is. There are hammer imprints in the floor where the blood is.
Mm.
And not a
Seems
carpenter's.
like an umbrella did it.
Right. Like hammer as in weapon, not
Like
hammer
an
as
umbrella.
in. No. Little old ladies bludgeon you with an umbrella. So it could be plausible, Vesper, that Pelk did not drink the tea and was murdered, and maybe a little tea was spilled or put on Pelk to make it seem like
she did detect
she was
a decent
poisoned.
amount of poison in her stomach.
Oh, that's right. Mm.
Rigsby, enough time has gone by that if it was going to kill you, it would have.
Okay, he starts relaxing.
I told you you're fine.
Oh no, you're dead.
That was him. That was him relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Poisoned, then bludgeoned, then having her brain removed.
At this point, anybody proficient in Arcana can make an Arcana check for me. Wow, 25. Okay.
You were not expecting that.
I'm more surprised that it's like every time you've rolled, it's been like a 24, 25.
Yeah,
like
we
all
found your
night.
hacks.
It's pretty ridiculous. Like every time Vesper rolls, it's like an 11 or a 13. And every time Morn rolls, it's like a 25. So what I'd like you to do, Morn, is check out Revivify and Raise Dead. The spell descriptions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Josh knows where this is going.
But does Bunny?
No,
But,
Bunny is not
yeah.
that smart.
Yeah. I think at this point, Morn, especially since he rolled a 25, would come to this realization.
Ray's dead. Oh. So, you can't raise them back from the dead while they're missing their brain.
And Debris was missing his heart.
Right.
But we talked to, what was it, Peak? Is that this?
Pelk. And
Pelk.
It's not the same rules for Speak with Dead.
Pelk. Right. Oh.
Revivify and Raise Dead bring people back to life. And remember that Goring Bone said it is odd for someone to not be brought back. The exceptions to that kind of thing would be if for some reason there isn't the money to do it, or if they had requested at some point that if I ever die, just leave me be.
I really just want Watcher to get a fancy hat and the background to fade to black and white as Watcher starts reading through a synopsis of what's happened and the conspiracy in which it's going to lead to.
I put this fancy hat on and immediately poke holes in it with my my little helmet face thing. It protrudes. I don't think a hat would fit.
All right. So,
somebody did not want either of them to come back.
can I look at the door, Joe? Does it look like it was forced open, or was it just pretty easy to put the key in and let myself in?
Sure. Make an investigation check, and if you aren't proficient, you can add proficiency.
I have expertise
in investigation.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Okay. 21. Nope. It functions fine. In fact, you used the key on it, and there was, you would have noticed something weird was going on. Nope, it's fine. Door's normal. No forced entry. In fact, there's no broken windows.
Hard for someone to fall out of a window. That.
Someone was welcomed in.
I'm gonna throw in that you look around the building and there's no sign that anybody recently fell.
Ooh, interesting.
So there was no fall. First, you're sure of it. At least it didn't happen here. If it happened,
and it kind of seems like there were two people here because there were two teacups.
There were two teacups. Yep.
Does it seem like there was a third person anywhere?
You haven't seen any indication that there was. I will add, because I really don't want to spend we've already spent a lot of time on this. The teacups don't have any poison on them, and just kind of looking that over, you determine that somebody did clean the teacups and for some reason didn't empty the teapot.
And didn't clean up the blood stain.
Didn't clean up the blood stain. Right.
Weird. Okay, is there anything else that we can glean from this situation? As someone who has regularly robbed people, this seems like we have all of the information from the scene of the crime.
Yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't say there's anything else that you guys could figure out here.
Then we need to quickly go and check Debris's apartment.
Lead on.
We Flintstone over.
Yep.
And I check the door, unlock it with the key. Was this one forced open as well, or no?
You should
not as well. Sorry.
You don't
30.
think so? Certainly nothing obvious. This one, let's say the key does stick in the lock a little bit, and you just can't tell if that's just the way it is or if it's because somebody damaged it lockpicking it. You aren't sure.
Okie dokie. Interesting. What do we got in here?
So here, a lot of the weird stuff is still in here that he had. I'll go into that in a second. But there is another spot of blood. Other than that, I mean, everything's neat in the apartment except the blood.
Any tea setups?
No. No.
Okay.
And is there a way to tell, or did we hear who was killed first? Or discovered first?
I don't think there's any way to know, but you didn't hear.
Okay.
Just heard that they were dead the next day.
Okay, so the weird things that are still in here now, I believe you took one of the bottles of whiskey.
I did.
There is another bottle of Old Adept Halfling that's here. There is the 3 small vials of off-white powder. That is still here. The Tarsic is gone. He had a jar labeled Tarsic. That is gone. There is a termite farm with around 100 termites, along with supplies for taking them out and putting them into jars. There are 4 black stones kept in a bottle with a large stopper.
Ooh.
There had been a chest with machine parts. Those are gone. There had been a stack of supplies used to make fake tickets. Those are gone. The list labeled defenses is gone. The set of dossiers he had is gone. Make an intelligence check to see if you can remember the names on those dossiers. And the papers indicating that he pockets money used to make copies of books. That evidence is gone. With
12.
a 12, I'll give you 2 of them. Roll. There was 5. There was 5. Roll a d10 for me. I'm gonna use that to figure out which 2 you get. Okay, 5. So you're gonna get the 2 in the middle. And the 2 dossiers you remember that there was. You remember there was one on Rylia. And there was one on someone named Ambition. You don't remember who the other 3 were. If you go back and listen to the episode, I can't stop you. But actually, I don't know if I said it out loud. I might have just sent it to you in secret.
I don't recall.
But only what I messaged in the chat just now is still here. All the other stuff is gone.
Okay. Take a look at these black stones real quick.
Okay. They are black stones that glow softly with a red light. And they are, they're in the bottle with a stopper.
Is there heat emanating from it?
Good question.
You feel around on the jar and you don't feel any heat.
Vesper, do you know what these are? Why would he have been keeping these inside of these stoppered jars?
Joe, would I know?
That's gonna be an intelligence check.
Okay.
It's obsidian. Obsidian doesn't normally glow red.
Has something been done to it, Vesper?
And all I got is just that it's not normal, not any evidence or theory.
I would say that you don't see like any runes or anything on it. They look just like 4 obsidian rocks.
I mean, they look like obsidian. They just shouldn't be red. I don't know why they are.
Morn, if something bad happens, please revive me. And then I'm going to unstopper it and dump it out in my hand.
Okay, before you dump it out in your hand, you
Am I dead?
unstopper it. It's fucking hot, man. Oh, they're so fucking hot. You don't take damage from opening it. Now, if you want to still put it in your hand, we can talk. But
nope,
there's a lot of heat. It's fucking hot.
Nope, I'm perfectly content at not grabbing a hold of that entirely. I'm going to restopper it probably very quickly. Holy crap, those are hot. Holy shit. Like lava rocks.
Does it look like Does it look like the 2 short swords that I have?
No.
No. Okay.
No, there's no similarity.
Okay. Interesting.
The fire from the short swords are caused by the runes carved on them.
Oh.
They are normal steel. Let's let Morn do an intelligence check though.
Not the brightest.
Yeah, then maybe you'll fail. Nope.
Ooh. It
Okay.
was a 19.
Well, if somebody wants to research later, we can, you're not figuring out here, nobody knows. So.
What's up?
No, you go ahead.
No, I missed what he just said.
I said
we don't know what the obsidian
You don't
is.
know what they are, but you could always research it later if you want to take them with you.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, in response to that, I was going to say my background feature is that if I don't know the information, I know where and from whom I can obtain it.
Absolutely.
Okay. So that'll make it quicker at least.
Easy peasy. Next downtime.
Okay.
There's not even going to be any rolling involved, I'll tell you.
I think I would even.
Yeah, and tell me now.
We'll see. Yeah, no.
No.
Hmm.
Especially since I'm antsy to get to the next story anyway.
Hey, I'm just happy I got a fate token out of that, so I'll take it.
And is there any indication that of like a bloody stabbing utensil or anything?
I don't think you have to roll for that because I think the place is pretty neat. No.
Okay. Can we do a once around the building to see if there's any stabbing area out there? Maybe a weapon left on the ground or tucked into a trash can or something?
Outside? Sure, yeah. Make an investigation check. Okay. You don't find... So you search around outside and you don't find anything that looks particularly helpful to your investigation. You do find a small crumpled up piece of paper.
Oh, okay. Uncrumple and read.
It says... that.
Oh, does that mean anything to me?
Make an intelligence check. Ooh, I had DC 14 on that.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, unfortunately.
That gives me the creeps then. All right, well, I'll tell everyone about it. Pocket the information for later as part of the investigation, maybe. I don't think I have anything else I can think of.
Okay, so that's probably everything here. Of this stuff, go ahead.
Can I see the turtle anywhere? Is the turtle around?
No, he's not around.
Okay.
Turtle.
Just take a little peek back and forth. Debris was a weird guy. Who knows what he had accidentally did because I asked him to.
Cut to him in his hot spring naked, just.
Portal opera?
Clearly,
I believe he's one of the chanters. You forgot his name, and now it's not coming to me either.
Yeah, I forgot his name entirely. It was a good name, too.
Yeah, hold on. I can find it pretty easily here.
I'm scrolling back.
Simon Clavis. No, wait. No, that's wrong. No, that's wrong. That's the director of grounds and operations. I thought it was Simon, but it's apparently not.
No, wait. I thought that was his name. He was the director of...
Okay, yeah. So he's not a chanter. He's
like a janitor.
Groundskeeping and custodial. Yeah. Okay. Simon Clay. It is Simon.
He wants to be a chanter though, so bad, and he should have been allowed to.
Apparently.
It's beautiful.
Okay, what of this stuff do you take?
Ooh,
Any of it?
you got so mad at me last time. I didn't take anything, and now I'm investigating, and I don't want to take anything.
You don't have to take any of it.
I want to pocket the hot rocks.
Sure.
The whole jar?
Yep. I'm gonna put my hot pockets into my bag.
Uh-huh.
At some point, I'm gonna throw them and call them hot rockets. It's gonna be great.
Hot rocket. Okay. You take the rocks. Anything else? You don't have to. Anybody want to fill their pockets with termites?
Yeah, but anybody need termites? Strange white liquid in tubes?
No. It's powder.
Oh.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right.
Echo wants to eat it.
Do you feed it to Echo?
Yeah.
Okay. All
What
right.
does pupils look like?
It's
Oh
cocaine.
no, it's cocaine. No.
Echo's about to be yeeted into the stratosphere.
Jeez. So I'm just gonna tell you what it is and does because
It's termites for his little tummy.
oh, he ate the termites.
Yeah, it's fucking good.
Oh, I
thought you were
thought you were
feeding him
talking
the
about the
white
white
powder.
powder.
Right.
No, I'm sorry. You said termites, and I was like, Echo wants to eat them.
Okay,
That
we
makes
were
sense.
talking about the white powder, and you're like, Echo wants to eat it. I was like, huh? Okay, never mind then.
I know. I was like, damn, the fuck are these termites?
I will note that the powder did not ping as poison when you used that.
Okay. That
Does
means
somebody
it's
take
I guess
it?
I don't know if you used it, but whatever.
Somebody should take that white powder.
That's a watcher job.
Cocaine, please. Yes.
I don't think Watcher would take anything really.
Not even evidence of a conspiracy?
Oh, she's got it. She wrote it down.
Oh.
Right. She's not evidence-based when it comes to conspiracies.
Right.
Okay.
Just
She
written
is,
word.
Yeah, story-based.
Right.
Okay. Well, you take the 4 rocks. Okay, let's take a quick break. Do we have a cutoff tonight, people?
No.
Okay. I won't plan on keeping us too late, but I want to know if there's going to be a point where I gotta hurry or anything. So, okay, yeah, let's take 5 to 10 minutes.
Our cutoff is when Kristen falls asleep on us.
Yeah, when Kristen falls asleep. Yeah, a little more than 5 minutes. And then when we come back, we just have to quickly run through Vesper's conversation that she rolled, and then we'll go into the next story. Okay.
Okay.
All right. See you soon, everybody. So that thing with the Baldur's Gate 3 cast was pretty good.
The Mark Humes thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
Bing
appreciated
bong.
I really appreciated how excited they were to play.
Yeah. I think the only thing.
Go ahead, Dave.
No, the only thing that I didn't like was how rushed it was at the end. I kind of wish they had gotten to fully play it out. But
my criticism is the front end of that. I felt like he spent way too much time early in the game. Like, yes, it was their first time, and yes, like taking them through it, but he had them try to explain a lot of stuff for flavor and all that. But all that did was drag out the time, and by the time they like got to the city, I just didn't have interest anymore. Like I wanted to, but no, it lost me.
That's the problem with Humes in general, is he doesn't shut the fuck up.
he loves to hear himself talk. He should just have like a permanent NPC with the cast.
What is
Although
this?
I think that would make it matters worse.
But yeah, Josh,
What?
you're right about that.
Is this
Well,
Critical
and
Role?
also,
No.
This was when the BG3 cast like actually played D&D for the first time. Like, it didn't help that he jumped them into combat like right away. Like immediately, the first thing they did was combat, which is the most complicated part of the game. Like, I just think like some of the decisions he made were not good decisions. But what are you gonna do?
Well,
Like the people that voiced characters played?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Right.
okay.
He had the six
Like,
main
they
party
actually
members.
played their own characters.
Yeah, the 6 main party members playing their actual characters, and then they also had the narrator there narrating some of the scenes.
It was a great promo for the game, but like, you didn't have to be super detailed for their first time.
Yeah,
that's my thing.
I just really liked how excited they were to play.
Oh yeah, you can tell they love the characters and they love the game and all that. Like, they clearly have a passion for it.
Well, I just meant because most of them had never played before.
Right.
But I think a lot of the problem is that they're playing live, and so it's like, they ran out of time. Like, I wish it had been pre-recorded.
Oh, shoot. Nope.
Okay. So coming back in here toward the end of the 2 weeks of downtime, Vesper gets Vesper gets approached by Silvira Savicus. Now, she is the great reader that Debris worked under, and it's just a coincidence that when Vesper rolled her fate roll, she happened to roll Silvira out of all the people she could have rolled. But I want the fate rolls to mean something, so I want to do it. So, Vesper, on day 14, the last day of downtime, you are approached by great reader Silvira Savicus. And she says, Vesper, excuse me a moment.
Oh, hi.
Oh, well,
How are you?
I wanted to congratulate you on your promotion. The position suits you.
Wow, you came all the way down here to do that. I didn't know you knew who I was.
Well, as you've seen through me immediately. Really, I wanted to talk to you because I want to know, do you think Fausk is up to something?
Shit.
Oh wow. Okay, you could have kept it up a little bit. Okay, so you heard about what I said to one of the people doing the hiring, I'm guessing.
What?
Oh.
I just know that you're like dating him or something.
No, actually, I'm not. He is
Oh.
dating some tart that runs a spa.
Oh. Well,
I
that's
don't care,
something-
personally.
Selena.
But I think it says something about his character. Not to mention the fact that he harms books.
What? He harms books, you say?
Yes, he helps somebody make a flail out of a book. And then also,
A flail?
I'm pretty sure he steals. And he tried to buy wyvern toxin one time. And he also, like,
Poison.
I think he's murdered people. I mean, okay, I
What?
don't think that he murdered the people here, but like he didn't seem like murder was the problem.
Well, he was talking. He was telling me some things about debris that seemed.
And the Zentarum?
Yes, and it wasn't true. He was lying about it.
Well, it wasn't.
Well, and then debris
sure?
died.
Yeah. No, he didn't do that. We checked and stuff.
What? What do you mean you checked?
We're all adventurers. We have powers and stuff, and we all checked. And he
Yes,
didn't do
okay.
it, or the other one.
What other one?
You know, 2 people are dead.
You think Pelk was murdered?
Well, I didn't say that. I just said they're dead. Do you think Pelk was murdered?
No. I think
Inside
Pelk
check.
had an accident. I mean, she is impossible to read.
Except for at the beginning. Got it.
Okay, so we just misunderstood each other. Got it. It's so. Do you feel sometimes like in person is just so much harder than in writing?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah, me too. Okay, well, anyways, I'm just saying shady character. And I personally care about the books.
Could you keep
But
an
if you-
eye on him for me?
In what capacity? As someone who
Just
works here?
Let
Or-
me know if he does anything illegal.
That's like all the time. How often do you want me to come to you?
In Candlekeep.
Oh, just like the 4 rules?
Yes.
What about the 3 unspoken rules?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think he
Right.
knows evocation magic, so that one's easy.
One of them is no Nickelback.
Okay, no running with scissors, no Nickelback, and no evocation magic in the walls. Got it.
Right.
Um.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. Here, have this. She gives you 50 gold worth of paper.
Oh my god, this is the best thing. Oh, and it smells like lavender. But just to be clear, if you need a shady character, like you need to hire a shady character, then yeah, he's perfect.
Okay, thanks for the advice.
You're welcome.
The fact that she gave you paper for your time makes you think that she put thought into what to give you.
Well, of course she did.
All right.
He likes you.
Okay.
It smells like my favorite scent.
We are done with downtime. Falsk, you get a message through your sending stone. So are you gonna visit me
What you
again
get for
sometime
dating.
soon, or what? Because I don't really know how to get to you, but you can always take a portal to me.
I'm a little wrapped up right now in a whole murder investigation that I am not the central point of, just the investigator. Let's talk in a week.
Yeah, this relationship isn't gonna last. Let's talk in a week. It's a sending stone that can only be. You can send one text a day, and you say, "Let's talk in a week."
She'll follow up tomorrow and let me know how disappointing that is.
Yep, I might have to do that. All right, Watcher, where do you paint for fun?
What?
Where do you paint for fun?
Where do I paint for what?
For fun.
I don't
Am I that hard to understand that you can't hear the word
Yes.
fun?
Do stuff together.
I kept thinking you said phone, and I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense.
I personally feel like you always are eating marbles.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Oh.
No, you're
Dave, are
probably
those
very clear.
scimitars?
No, these are the fiendish short swords.
Oh, they're short swords. Okay, I'm just trying to give you a price, dude.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Okay, you sell the short swords, 30 gold total, which is a lot more than you would normally. Normally, you get 10 gold total for short swords.
Mm-hmm.
What was the armor?
Was the scale mail with the tail cut out?
Yeah, that's not worth anything extra. 25 gold. And
Okay.
I don't know what a flute costs, but yeah, you can buy a flute.
Okay, I'll buy a good one.
2
I'll buy
gold.
it for 5 gold. Oh,
5 gold. No, they cost
I'm
2.
buying a. Okay.
It's like $200 or $600 in real money. That's where do you paint for fun, Watcher?
Probably like outside the hearth in the House of Rest in the Court of Airs, but close to the House of Rest.
So this is day 15. What are you painting?
Hmm. I guess is there like is there a crowd? Is there a lot of people in the Court of Air?
No, there really isn't.
Okay. Then I would probably be working on a portrait of Morn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You are approached from the easel side by 2 avowed. One is a female furbolg. And the other one is a female moon elf. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the moon elf says, "This is them, quartermaster, Watcher, the adventurer."
Hmm.
The furbolg says, "Oh, hello there. My name is Ulastina Emberwhisper. I'm the quartermaster here at Candlekeep."
Nice to meet you.
Oh, Candlekeep is in need of hiring some adventurers, and I had previously been told by an avowed named Pelk that you are most open to conspiracies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm writing a book about him.
Most excellent. Candlekeep has long relied on a community of Gripply to the north for fresh seafood. These frog folk capture and raise giant crabs as livestock, and then trade the meat to us for items useful to them. We have long been a steady customer of the Gripply, but over the last several 10 days, the Gripply have become less and less active. The supply has all been cut off.
And you want me to go check it out?
The moon elf says, "Well, yes, actually, you see, there's a ship captain who makes a living transporting the crab meat between Candlekeep and the Gripply. His name is Mitor Jans, and he has come here with a quest directly from the Pond Mother, the leader of the Gripply. They aren't particularly great at communicating with outsiders, but they sent a book which apparently describes what they need. Mitor is eager for shipments to resume and has volunteered to take you and your party by sea to a trading post where you can meet with the Pond Mother."
So this book is like demands or just stuff they want to trade for?
To be honest, we don't have much information about the book. I haven't looked at it yet. But the book has accompanied Mitor Jans with this request from the Pond Mother of we would ask that you go and meet with Mitor, examine the book, come find us if you need any help in deciphering what the Gripply need. But we are willing to pay you and your party 500 gold pieces each once the threat to the Gripply village has been dealt with in whatever manner is necessary.
Oh, that would be perfect. One of them really likes paper, and she's probably going to want to buy some paper. So, yeah, I think we could do that. I mean, I was planning on heading there anyway. I'm super interested in those Gripply creatures in general. So, that sounds great.
Well, this sounds like a perfect opportunity for you to get free transportation to a destination you might have already been headed to on your own.
Perfect timing.
Yes, and again, if you should need anything, my name is Quartermaster Ulastina Ember Whisper. I'm pretty easy to find, but if for some reason you can't find me, you can ask Melanie here. She is a junior adjutant. Should be easier to locate than me. And she can track me down.
What was her name?
Melanie Starshine.
Keep trying to type avowed, and it keeps changing it to avoid. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Then it's a deal. Maybe I'll see you before we go. Maybe I won't.
That sounds most excellent. Thank you.
Watcher, is it okay for me to put my shirt on? It's getting cold.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I guess I would wrap up this painting and find the rest of everybody and tell them we're going to go get some mucus. A big bucket of it.
Big bucket of mucus.
Okay, you guys all gather together.
Do we need to go to the outfitters and buy jars for the Gripply mucus?
I mean, they said a barrel of it.
A whole barrel?
I believe so. Let me just check my book. Yeah, a barrel. So I think we're good on jars. We could just, I mean, I could probably carry a barrel of mucus.
Did they not request us like a magical pickup or pocket realm or something to transport it more easily?
No.
Candlekeep. They think we're all wizards.
Yeah, well, that's kind of, I kind of just want the mucus. But they want us to go and find out what this pond mother wants. So the trade can be established again. Apparently it's still happening, but it's not at the quickness that it used to be.
I was wondering why the crab macaroni and cheese was no longer on the menu.
Yeah.
The crabberoni and cheese isn't available anymore? Since when?
Nope. Neither of the crab cakes or the crab claws.
I didn't notice.
All the crab stuff is off the menu. Half the
I'm
menu
not much
used
of
to
a
be crab.
seafood person, so I wouldn't have noticed. I'm more of a vegetables kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of crab either.
Oh, I noticed.
But if we go see Miter Jans, captain of the ship, she will take us, apparently,
I
for
think it's
free.
pronounced Yawns.
Jans? I like Jans.
Should we buy a barrel, or do you think the ship already has one?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, we could go. Well, let's go see. I mean, well, how do they store their mucus? You think? They just probably put it in barrels, right?
Uh, I,
How do you store your mucus? Do you
In my
put it in a
cheeks.
barrel? What? Oh,
Mine stays in my nose mostly.
ew.
yeah, I think we need something to collect it, and then a barrel to keep it in. And I don't know how many Gripley's mucus is required for one barrel full.
I'm gonna say so. Maybe we go get something to scoop it with. How do you get the mucus if they store it in their nose? Do they use it for something else, maybe? I feel like if somebody asked me for
Oh,
a
wait, I know this.
barrel,
So listen, in gnome culture, because our babies are so small, you have to get these little, like suctiony things. They shaped like a teardrop. You can get a suctiony thing to get the mucus out of their nose when they can't breathe and they're sick. We just need that.
okay, so a barrel and a mucus sucker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's a good name for our team, the Mucus Suckers.
Ew, that is so gross.
I hate it. Also, not book related. How dare you?
I like the
trying.
Forensicists.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty good. I didn't even know it was a real word. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, yeah, we would go to the shop and I would try and look for something to collect mucus. Watcher just figured there would just be barrels of mucus everywhere because she was asked for a barrel of mucus.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Watcher just thought she would go to this place and find a barrel of mucus because that's what she was asked for.
Now she realizes she actually has to hunt and gather for it. It's not going to be gift wrapped with a big red bow on it in the middle of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
But why not?
Because life's a bitch.
Yeah, so I would go to that Outfitters and see if there's anything there that I felt like I could use.
I mean, they have barrels. Do you want to buy a barrel?
Sure.
Okay, 2 gold.
But do they have mucus collectors?
No. Well, make a fate roll.
Oh.
You
just need a 51.
And is it a D4 or D6 if I use a fate token?
D6.
D6. So I'm going to use 3 of them.
Roll them first.
D6 3.
Oof. No bueno.
Oh.
An 80. They have something there that seems to you like it would work as a pretty good mucus sucker. They've got like a rubber tube with a funnel.
Okay. So the barrel was 3 gold pieces?
2.
2. And then how much is
5 copper?
She doesn't have any of those, so she gives them 5 platinum pieces.
Right, inside, yeah.
I do have copper.
Oh.
Okay. What in my inventory?
Rations?
Oh yeah, do you guys need some food?
Yes.
There's like 40 in the bag.
Oh, I forgot to check that. That should be fine then to get us.
What the? Oh, shoot.
How do I not have a water skin? Or a bedroll? We're not used to roughing it.
No.
We were given most of our stuff the first time we went out.
That is true.
How do you spell mucus?
I'll buy a water skin and bedroll and one of our tents got ripped, right?
Yeah.
So we should buy another tent.
Yeah, they have all that. You can buy all that.
Okay.
The there are no docks in Candlekeep, so the docks are a little ways down the way of the Lion on the north side. Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm ready.
Yeah. Are you guys ready to go, or is there anything else you want to do before you leave Candlekeep?
I'm good.
Okay. You guys head down the way of the Lion, and you get to the docks. There's only one ship there. It's a medium-sized trading ship, merchant ship. And there is a middle-aged male half-orc sitting in a chair on the dock. He looks half asleep, like he's been sitting there for a while.
Excuse me, are you Miter Jans by any chance?
Oh, yes, that's me. Yep.
Well, me and my companions were told that you would take us to the pond mother.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you're the ones that are you're gonna fix this, right?
Fix what?
Oh, the problem with the Gripply.
Hopefully, would you know what the problem is?
Yeah, great. Yeah. Well, you see, he stands up. I'm a trader. I've made the trip between the Gripply Village and Candlekeep more than 1,000 times. Me and my crew, we know exactly where to sail to avoid all the hazards, you know. And I'd be happy to bring you out to the trading post. Uh,
Maybe you have a book?
Hold on. Oh man, both those pictures disappeared. The update erased 2 things. Just a second to re-upload. Sorry guys, I didn't realize that this got disappeared. Darn it. A bunch of my journals that had pictures in them, when I updated from Foundry 9 to Foundry 11, pictures got just erased for some reason. And
Kristen, did you do your nails yourself?
No, they're press-ons.
Those are freaking adorable. We
Thank
just
you.
rewatched Harry Potter like a month or so ago.
Yeah, I love it. And they're super good. They stay forever.
I want to read it with my nephew. He's 8.
Oh, it's perfect. You should.
He loves it, but he can only see certain movies because some of them are PG-13, and my sister is crazy, and you have to be 13 to watch PG-13.
Wow. Okay. I don't remember. Well, I guess once people start dying.
But that was the point, right? Wasn't she like teaching children about death?
I don't know. I don't know what her intent was, and now I definitely try to separate the content from her. So I haven't been paying attention to what she's
Yeah.
been up to. Yeah.
Yeah. Death of the author hard.
Yeah.
Why? What did she do? Is she bad? Oh,
I don't want to upset you.
Oh.
How did I not know? How do I? Oh, well, now I'm going to Google it.
I sent it to people so they knew what we were talking about. Those are my nails.
I'll message you, Carly.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
You're just like my innocence.
I know. I'm sorry. I thought you knew. I don't. It's one of those. It's like, where have you been? You know?
Not paying attention to anything.
Yeah.
okay, I found them both. That one's done.
Just as long as she's not like a kid toucher. Oh, well, yeah, that's not good either. Oh, jeez. What an
Just
idiot.
stop reading. Just stop reading.
I mean, she doesn't touch kids. That's what I was thinking. Okay, what is this? Is map?
Yeah, this is him explaining to you this is him explaining to you what the area looks like.
Oh.
Please just go to the same folder, you son of a bitch. God damn it.
So we're not too far.
I don't know, it's very close compared to other places you've gone.
Oh, I had a character once from the Cloakwood.
Oh, that's cool.
Remember, Dave?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna bother with this. I had a picture of
Didn't
what the
she
book
die magnificently falling from a broom?
No, the
No.
campaign died falling from a broom.
Nah, that's what it was.
What just happened? And it's so frustrating when you like get something prepared and you have it all ready and then fucking it's just gone. Ugh. Ugh. Ah.
I wonder if I saw these books. They were Harry Potter books, and they were like they just looked crazy fancy, and then they had like pop-up illustrations in them. That probably gives her money, right?
Yes.
I
Okay.
don't know.
She's the sole owner of the entire franchise. Like
Mhm.
she's kept creative
Explains
rights like the
to
entire
you-
time. Anyway, that's not
Sorry,
getting
Joe.
really-
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
He explains to you where all these locations are, and he says, "Yeah, so the Gripply have retreated from their village to the trading post. I speak a little bit of Gripply, and the Pond Mother asked me to come here and ask for some help. She gave me a book. It's right here. It's called the Book of Cylinders. She said that it would explain to you, what exactly it is that they need. Apparently it was given to her by a group of friendly Yuan-Ti as a warning. And I'll share the image of the book. It doesn't really matter because it's just a book. No, Yuan-Ti, snake folk.
UMT.
Do I know what that is?
It's a race.
Yeah, it's just a race. It's a race of snake people. The book is
They're one of the
surprisingly
oldest
light.
races.
The book is surprisingly light. Briefly examining it, you determine that it's not actually a book. It's a cunningly contrived container. A lot of alliteration there. Its covering is made of supple leather reinforced with thicker strips of hide. And opening the cover reveals 4 intricately carved, hollow wooden cylinders and a linen bag full of dry clay, artfully decorated with the bag is artfully decorated with a drop of water.
Just add water.
I will post that. Guess I can add that to the book thing along with the picture, huh? Let's increase that font. Here we go.
So pour water on it?
Try it.
Not a lot, just a little
I
bit.
can prestidigitation anything away.
Oh, okay.
Putting
If
water
it
on
doesn't
what?
work, we might want to try salt water since we're around so much salt water.
Let's do saltwater first.
Yeah.
So what's on the cylinders? Or they're just plain?
You take a look at the cylinders, and this is pre any kind of check. The cylinders are covered in a variety of raised markings. And that is on all 4 of them.
Raised.
A linen bag of dry clay.
Oh, it's like Play-Doh.
No, I was thinking it might be like is it dust of dryness or shit?
No, maybe it's
Yeah.
I spent the day in daycare today, or part of the day in daycare, and it's like mix the clay in water and then roll the cylinders over the clay.
Oh.
Dust of dryness would remove the water. Like it would make the water disappear.
Right. I don't know why I was thinking that could work. Like that it could be that. Like it's like the water is telling you like it's just a lot of it instead of a little. Hmm. We could do either. Could try the Play-Doh thing, or we could try the water.
Hollow wooden cylinders, like with no bottom? You could see through?
Tubes.
Yeah, they're tubes. Yes, there's holes through the middle. This inanimate carbon rod. Simpsons. Sorry.
So I'll do that. I'll put some water on the clay and press it out so that it's like paper sized. And then did the cylinders appear in a particular order in the book?
You don't know if they're in a particular order, but they are lined up, next to each other, parallel.
Okay, so I'll take the leftmost cylinder because you read left to right.
Uh-huh.
Do they look like they connect?
They
The
do
cylinders? Not. Okay. Okay, go ahead, Morn.
I'll just, after having flattened the clay, I'll sort of roll the cylinder along the clay.
Sure. You roll
to make a picture.
You roll the leftmost cylinder across the clay. It does appear that there is supposed to be text and perhaps a picture as well, but it's disjointed. There's a lot missing.
Maybe we do the cylinders one after another, like a rolling pin,
Oh, that's a good idea.
and the rest of them will fill in whatever's missing.
I have some plain parchment also.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with Watcher's idea, and I'll try and roll the second cylinder over starting the kind of the same way, having lined it up and then rolling it over to see if that fills in some of the empty spots.
Does anybody speak Dwarvish?
Wait, they're small, right?
Yeah, they're the most in between of any race.
Where are my languages? Common Dwarvish.
I do too.
Ooh.
So the
Dwarvish and Gnomish.
What you see now that you've rolled the second cylinder over top of the impression made by the first one is an image of frog people. It looks like a set of three scenes, one after another, of frog people capturing giant crabs, breeding them, and then celebrating them. And the text in Dwarvish underneath says, "The Gripply celebrate their wealth."
In Dwarvish? Can we ask the captain if the Gripplies speak Dwarvish? Is that why it's written in Dwarvish?
Oh yeah, you can ask me whatever you want. I'm right here, standing next to you. Yeah, they only speak Gripply. Which, as far as I know, isn't a real language, but they speak what they speak. They can understand each other.
No.
But it certainly isn't like, an obvious language like Dwarvish.
I'll roll the third one over.
It's nonsense now.
Hmm. Maybe it has to be done in a different order.
Well, there's a lot of clay left.
Did it seem like we were missing information?
On that one, no. That looked complete.
Okay, so maybe this one is just a second page.
And it said they celebrate their wealth?
They breed?
Well, they're simple folk, so maybe the crabs are their wealth?
So it says that the frog people gathered and bred the crab people? And then they celebrated?
Not crab people. Giant crabs. Captured, bred, and sold.
Okay, so that is their wealth. That's how they're making money. They're selling the crabs to eventually Candlekeep. I'll do the clay again and do the third cylinder.
Okay. You do the clay, you roll out the third cylinder. It looks like stuff's missing from.
Okay. I'll use the second one.
Okay. You roll the second one over it. You see Yuan T excavating a temple. They then perform some kind of ritual, and the text in Dwarvish underneath says the entity begins to appear. And there's like a portal with something starting to come through it.
UNT excavating a what?
A temple. They're like digging it out.
Okay.
All right. And then we'll do the same thing with the clay again for tablets or cylinders 1 and 3.
1 and 3. Okay. It shows the Gripply traveling and then building houses near some water. And in the distance you see a village and a temple in the direction they're coming from. And it says, "The Gripply settle anew."
Does the temple look the same as the one that the UNT were excavating?
It'd be hard to be sure, but either it's the type of images, just it's the only way to make it clear that this thing is a temple. They do look the same, but it's really impossible to know if it's supposed to be the same one.
I'm wondering if the Yuan Ti took over where the Gripply were, and the Gripply came here and then settled and then became prosperous by selling the crabs.
Yeah. Who is Yuan Ti?
The snake people.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Yuan Ti are like an ancient race.
Is there any other combination that we should try? I mean, we did 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3.
2 and 1.
Isn't that the same as doing 1 and 2?
Well,
maybe not.
It's the reverse
maybe.
order.
Okay. I'll try it. I'll push out the card.
It looks the same.
I feel like it would.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I feel like it would still look the same.
There are
was a good
4
try.
cylinders, though.
Oh, I thought there were only 3.
I was going to say, I thought I'd heard there was 4. So
no, I said 4.
Several more combinations to try.
Oh, okay.
There's 4?
Oh, okay. Then I will do. Yeah, 1 and 4.
1 and 4. Okay. The village is surrounded by ominous figures. Rushing forth and killing Gripply, you see that they are Yuan Ti. The Gripply injured retreat from the village, and you can see kind of in the background many of the giant crabs escaping their cages. And the caption, again in Dwarvish, is "The Gripply Retreat."
Okay. 2 and 4.
2 and 4 shows 6 figures standing on a dock looking at a book. It is difficult to make all of them out, but you can tell that one definitely looks like a Harengon, and there's one that definitely doesn't have a face. And they are in the next scene boarding a ship. And it says the adventurers depart.
Oh, it's us. 3 and 4.
3 and 4. You see you see 5 figures meeting with a Gripply who is very well decorated. You then see them killing Yuan Ti. And then they are standing in front of a portal while Yuan Ti around them are doing some kind of ritual sacrifice of 2 Yuan Ti, not 2 Gripply. They're doing a some kind of ritual sacrifice of 2 Yuan Ti. And it says the end begins.
Does this book tell the future?
It appears so.
Seems like it.
Told us the story, but without the ending.
Watcher, this is your next conspiracy right here.
Well, yeah, these frog people seem real odd.
I mean, I guess we don't know for sure whether or not it tells the future. I mean, the Pond Mother did say that a group of friendly UNT gave it to her as a warning. So maybe this is just well, I guess
Friendly.
is that one on the dock supposed to be me?
I think so.
All right, that book tells the future right there.
So it seems like we gotta go kill these UNT in exchange for a barrel of mucus.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wait,
Perhaps.
I mean, they're gonna pay us, right?
what? I mean, yeah, I'm sure they would. But you're saying you're gonna go fight these UNT for what? For spit?
Well,
I mean, I can give you
mucus.
some spit.
He's just a human, right?
He is definitely not a human.
Is he a frog person?
He's not a frog
He's a
person.
half-orc.
He's a half.
Oh,
Or is he
yeah,
a person?
no, I
thought he was
need,
dead.
Can't you tell my half-orc accent?
yes, it's very nice.
Oh,
Authentic.
yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I mean, so
Hey,
I mean, I don't really know what.
Joe.
Yeah, thank you, Josh. Inspiration. I don't really
yeah.
know. I don't really know anything about magic or what the hell's going on here. But I can tell you that there were some UNT that entered the village several weeks ago, and they seem pretty friendly. I'm only imagining that they's the ones that gave the palm out of the book. They apparently were working to excavate something out of the old Gripply village within the Cloakwood. They don't really live in the Cloakwood now. They're more on the shore. But all I really know about the Cloakwood is that it's a tough travel. There are relatively few paths in there. Ground's always wet. A lot of thorn plants. A lot of nasty creatures. Palm Mother's at the trading post. It's on the coast. So, I mean, I'll just take you there and you can talk to her and figure it out on your own. It'll only take about a day and a half to get there.
Yeah, and we have this Rigsby with us who is really good with nature. So, I mean, he could probably get us through all that.
Yeah, I ain't never met a Rigsby before. Nice to meet you.
Exactly what I'm doing.
I was going to say bunny person.
Yeah, I was wondering what he was. He's a Rigsby, huh? Oh.
He's a Rigsby.
No, of the Great Rigsby's clan.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's quite
probably
impressive.
the nicest thing I've ever been called.
Well, you ain't been called very much then, have you?
Oh, he don't like your name.
What?
It sounds like you don't like his name.
You can't
call him. You can't call him bunny person. He don't like that either.
I didn't. You did.
Okay, I was just telling you. No, I was just telling you.
That is fair, Watcher. You did say I was gonna call you bunny person.
But I didn't. And now I'm telling.
You're only half a racist.
Right.
I will say I do have Deft Explorer. So once we go into either the forest or mountains, I do get advantages on nature checks.
Swamp. Sounds like it might be a swamp.
Maybe.
Well, if we take a long rest, I can switch to swamp.
Well, you're gonna take a long rest. It's 36 hours to get there.
Ooh, good.
So we know it's a swamp for sure.
No, you don't know it's a swamp for sure. You don't know what you have to do other than go
Captain.
to the coast at the trading post to meet with Pond Mother. That's all you know.
But
A reasonable assumption would say frog people and swamps seem pretty cozy.
and Jan would tell us, right?
Not the new village. The new village they built was on the coast to be closer to the crab, collection facility.
Swamps can be on the coast. That's maybe not.
They can. Well, let's just get to the swamp mother or whatever it's called. We'll talk to them. Pond mother. And let's just take a nap while we're there, and then I'll magically understand better things about swamps after I sleep. Not really sure how it works. It just works.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a good plan to me. Just keep in mind, future book, don't say nothing about taking your time, so... Guess it doesn't really say much about time at all now, does it?
No, but I'm pretty sure if we stay here long enough, it'll just show us dying of old age, so let's go.
I like him. I like him a lot. All right, let's head out! You guys board the ship. Dave, you did call out the Play-Doh thing first. So that's a fate token. For sure.
Yeah, I'm full.
Well.
It's okay.
You wasted
It's
it.
okay.
Who do you give it to someone else? I think we've done that before.
Oh.
Who do you want to give it to?
Did you not spend all your fate tokens when we did level up?
He rolled and got filled again.
Yep.
Yeah, so did I.
What the fuck? How?
I think the only one that didn't do super well on the last one was Kristen.
Me.
Yeah, and she got to have a really fun interaction with Silvira and throw Tyler under the bus.
Whoa. It is not my fault that he's making terrible life decisions.
True.
Like,
It wasn't even throwing under the bus. It was more of a she drove the bus over me.
She was like, I'm pretty sure
facts.
he's a murderer.
I mean,
She
Rigsby's also
didn't seem to mind.
sick of this shit too. So,
I'll give it to Tyler for all the Falsk fun.
There we go.
For the investigation. So you get a fate token.
And does Falsk give it to his girlfriend, Melissa?
Oh.
Who?
I mean, you say that, but he sure brushed her off.
Sabrina Beth?
He did.
I was in a murder investigation. I don't have time for that right now.
Wow.
I mean, you touched lips, Falsk.
Let's
I mean,
go
she's
somebody that
pregnant
can have lips.
pregnant at that point.
Give her the time of day.
That's basically, marriage.
Right.
Yep. Okay, well,
definition of.
We've got two options. We can stop for the night, which I'm fine with. Or we can go to the Gripply village and have the conversation with the Pond Mother. I imagine that would take 20 to 30 minutes, just based on how fast we go.
I'm okay with stopping if everybody else doesn't mind.
Oh, you could hear it in your voice how ready you are.
Yes, I'm okay with that too. My husband is bugging me to watch this show.
Yeah, that's a good place to stop. Sorry, Josh, no combat. But based on the future book, sure looks like there's gonna be
Play-Doh
with some snake people that I can't figure out are snake people.
I did not roll well.
Yeah, you on T
I don't think that hits.
If you're looking for bad guys that you could count on to be bad guys, right? You on T are one of the ones that are still acceptable to be bad guys, since like orcs apparently aren't anymore. I don't know.
I was actually going to ask that question, like how homebrew is this? Because if we're
this
actually
is not
in
homebrew.
Faerun, then like
this is Faerun.
Okay, they're just all evil. We just need to murder all of them.
Yeah,
there
I've read them before. But when you said UNT, I pictured it starting with a U, not a Y.
Yeah,
That's why I did not.
UNT and Knowles are like the two races left that are still
They,
always
like-
bad guys.
Really?
Aren't goblins?
I don't know why I
no.
thought they had really reset that.
I think
Because
they
even
did.
when you look at,
they
even when
allowed
you
as
look at
player
stuff,
character now.
yeah. Because when you look at
True,
stuff
Noel.
on D&D Beyond, if you try to go back to like when they were actually evil, it's like this is a legacy race. Do you want to use the new one?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're still because they're kind of getting rid of alignment for NPCs anyway, like entirely.
Yeah.
Well, trying to get rid of racial tropes.
But goblins definitely aren't anymore. I mean, even not what was a goblin like. People think goblins are hot now, which is ridiculous, but.
Yeah, the Yuan-Ti page says, however a Yuan-Ti looks, they have the power to pursue great good or evil.
Well, there are UNT, even in this very story, that
I'm going to try to
you've been
talk
told
to him.
twice now are good. And actually gave the book to the Pond Mother as a warning.
Yeah.
So, and remember, 2 of them were being ritually sacrificed. So maybe those 2, even if they're evil, might help you in rather than be because they're like tied down and shit. This isn't willing.
Oh, they're not. I was gonna say they're not volunteered.
No,
I love
it was
another
not
like
a
good
volunteer.
complicated conflict in my life. Sounds great.
Mhm.
So excited.
Another complicated conflict in my life. Here,
No, it's a fun one. It's imaginary.
I'm gonna just post this in. Oops. Post this picture if I can get a copy of it. Jeez. Paste. Nope. Still not working. Okay, I'm just gonna save it and then post it. I just want Carly to tell me if she thinks that this is good or evil.
What, the Yuan-Ti?
This picture I'm gonna send you. Good or evil?
Oh, that is not what Kristen sent me.
Kristen found the hot
evil.
UNT.
No, I just sent her the D&D Beyond entry.
Right.
Because she didn't know what they were, so I was like, here you go.
Which has like the lady that looks like a vampire, basically. She looks like a Buffy vampire.
Liberté and Taz have a complicated history with UNT.
Oh god.
Well, I don't think
genocide.
Make your choice.
I honestly don't think that Taz's history with them was actually complicated. I think it was pretty simple.
Yeah.
You
Murderous.
killed all their babies.
You did too.
I had a lot.
Go back and listen to the episode.
So you killed those babies? You killed Bahir babies?
Yes.
What other babies are you going to kill? We're
They
probably
were
going to
Bahir
kill
and now
Mind
they're
Flayer
gone.
babies.
I didn't realize that until just now, but there's actually been a lot of infanticide in that campaign.
So anyway, guys, lizard folk are pretty evil too, I guess.
Oh, that's funny.
If you don't get caught in the debate about whether or not lizard folk have boobs.
On that note, I'm gonna
They're
go.
not mammals. They're not mammals. I don't know.
Do they have nipples?
Oh
If
my
they
God.
have nipples, they have boobs. If they don't have nipples, I'm sorry, they don't have
Lizards
boobs.
don't have nipples, so do
Then
lizard
no
folk.
boobs. No boobs.
Yeah, that's the question. Anyway, okay, everybody, I had a lot of fun tonight. I'm gonna try to tone down the Tyler centric stuff a little bit in the future because that was like 2 weeks of Tyler. But
You gave me too many things to stir. Sorry.
I don't think anybody minded.
No,
that was the problem though. That was the problem though. He stirred. I gave him a bunch of stuff, and he stirred everything.
He has main character syndrome, so this was great for him.
It's less of a syndrome and more of a desire.
You guys should just leave Ocala as stone. Problem solved.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah,
you could just carry him around.
Put me in your pocket.
He's huge.
I hope the mystery is interesting though for what's going on. So
yeah, I'm excited.
Yes.
All right. Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Bye.
Night.